So in this video, we're gonna review Unit 6 together. And as you can see on the screen, we have the title of our lesson. It is Earth's Resources. And as you know, we live on a planet and it's called Earth. And we talked about resources before, but let's talk about resources again. So what are resources, or what is a natural resource? When I say the word natural resource, what do I mean by it? I mean anything from nature that people can use. And I told you, or when I explained the meaning of nature, I told you to imagine as like a place where you can see animals, where you can find water, where you can find green things, plants, um, what else? Flowers, trees. Okay. And like we have plenty of things there. We have rocks. Okay. So these are what these things together in a place, they make something called nature. So nature is, or natural resource is anything from nature that people can use. So when I say air, what do I mean by air? It is, or it's the thing that we breathe, right? So we breathe air. We don't breathe water. We don't breathe food. We breathe air. And we can't see air, okay? It's around us, or like, yes, it's all over the place, but we can't see it. So air cannot be seen, but it's a natural resource. So is air a natural resource? Yes, it is. Why is it a natural resource? Do you know why? Because we can find it, or because it's like from nature. We don't make it. We don't take it and make things out of it. We can use air in some things. You're gonna know about this later, but what I need you to know that it's a natural resource, and we use it to breathe. Animals need it also to breathe, and plants need it to grow and to stay alive. Yes. So we have something, or when the air moves, we can feel the air moving around us, right? So that's what we mean, or that's what we say that we have wind. So what is wind? Or what is wind? It's moving, or it is moving air. So when the air moves, we call it what? Wind, okay? اللي هي in Arabic الريح. So why do we need air? To breathe. And why do plants need air? To grow. And why do animals need air? To breathe as well. Okay, the second natural resource is water, and we have to ask ourselves, is water a natural resource? Yes, it is. Why do we need water? We need it to drink, and by drinking water, we know that we keep ourselves or our bodies healthy. And also animals need water to stay what? To stay hydrated and to keep themselves alive. And also we need water to clean. We need water to water plants. And also we have to know that from plants needs, they need water, right? Without water, we can't exist, because we're gonna get thirsty. And if we get thirsty, we can't keep ourselves alive. So water is important, and water is a natural resource. The third natural resource is our plants. So as you can see here, we have plants, and we have to ask ourselves again, are plants natural resources? Yes, they are. Why do we need plants? We need plants or to what? To eat. To eat them, because we get food from plants, right? We eat bananas, we eat apples, we eat grapes, we eat strawberries, carrots, lettuce. What else? We eat a lot of plants, right? So plants are important because we need them to get food from them. So these are natural resources, and we can find them where? In nature. And we can also plant our own plants in our garden. If you have a garden, you can plant your own plants. Then you're gonna get food from them. The fourth natural resource is animals. So when I say animals, we know what are animals, right? So why do we need animals? We need animals to get things from them, like from the cow. What products do we get from cows? We can get cheese, milk. Also, we can make what? We can make things from its skin, and we can like eat the beef or the meat, or we can make steak also. So these are things that we can take from cows. And also sheep. Sheep is an example of an animal. And what products do we get from sheep? Okay, wool, cheese. Okay, and we can make what? We can make clothes out of it, or from it. And also chicken, we take eggs from chicken. And what else? Yes, we eat chicken, right? We eat chicken, and chicken is important because we put it like in almost every dish that we make. So chicken drumstick is something that we eat. Eggs is something that we eat as well. And butter chicken, or we can make butter chicken out of what or from chicken. So animals are important. The fifth natural resource is rocks. So what is a rock? Okay. Or before that, are rocks natural resources? Yes, they are. We can find them in nature. Why do we need rocks? We need them to build things, to build stuff, to build buildings. The place that you live in is made from what? From rocks, right? Okay. Now let's move to the sixth one, or yes, it's supposed to be six anyway. Is soil a natural resource? What? Okay, is soil a natural resource, not natural resources, sorry. Was a mistake. Anyways, yes, it is. Why do we need soil? We need it to grow plants, and by plants, we can take what? We can take food, or we can get our food from plants. So soil is important because without soil, we won't have plants and we won't have a resource for getting food, right? So soil is important as well. So what are natural resources? Air, water, rocks, soil, animals, and what? And plants. These are the natural resources that we need to know about what or in our lives. So now let's move to lesson 2, or the second lesson. So remember, this is just a quick review. I already reviewed like the things that we talked about before. So what are rocks? Rocks are hard, non-living objects. So what do I mean by non-living? Wissam, are you a non-living thing? No, you're not. You're not a thing, right? You're a human being. You breathe, you grow, you become, or you grow taller, you become older, you eat, you move, right? So you're not like rocks. So rocks are non-living objects, and you are a living thing, okay? So rocks are hard. Some of them may be soft, and we can find them where? In the ground, right? So properties of rocks. So we have something called properties of rocks. It's something that we can, say or describe rocks. Or when we want to describe rocks, we can say it's a property of rock, like its color is a property. الخصائص. Okay, so when I say the word property, I mean what? Okay, يعني yes, خصائص. Okay, so rocks have different colors, as you can see here. We have what? We have many colors of rocks, different colors. So when I say is, or yes, is like color a property of rocks? Yes, it is, because we have different colors and we can just differentiate between rocks by seeing their color. Okay, we can differentiate. يعني بنقدر نقول إنه هذا الحجر بيختلف عن الحجر just by looking at its color. Okay, the second one. Okay, rocks have different sizes. Here we were supposed to have number 2. So rocks have different sizes because Some of them are big, some of them are small, some of them are in between, not too big, not too small, okay? So these are what, or this is another property of rock, or a property of a rock. It is the size, or it's the size of the rock. Not all rocks have the same size, okay? And the third one, they have different shapes. As you can see here, they're different. They don't look the same. They have different shapes. So the three properties, rocks are shape, color, and size, okay? Shape, color, and size. Now let's move to the soil. After we're done like with the rocks, let's move to the soil. We have to know that soil is made of small pieces of rocks. After we know, or we knew the meaning of rocks, now we have to know that soil is made up of small pieces of rocks. And once living things like insects or like very small creatures that can live inside the soil, okay? Or you can find dead animals and animals like insects and plants inside the soil. So is soil an important resource? Yes, it is. And we use soil to grow plants again. And we have to know that soil has different colors and texture. So we have here different colors of soil. Okay, and as you can see here, we have dark brown, light brown, orange, and I think it's beige. We can say beige, yes. Okay, so these are different colors of soil, and also different textures by just the texture or how it feels when you touch the soil. Some soils can be really hard because of the rocks or the pieces of rocks in it. It can have big rocks in it, okay? So that's what I mean by texture. And now we're done with soil and rocks. Now let's move to lesson 5. We have to talk about water. Remember, we talked about streams, rivers, lakes, and oceans, right? So now let's review the things that we talked about. We have water. Water can be fresh and it can be salty, right? So a stream, the first thing that we need to know is a stream. This little tiny like body of water is called a stream, and it's a small body of water. The water in it flows. It moves from one place to another. It doesn't stay in one place. And it has fresh water. It doesn't have salty water. Okay, المي اللي فيه مو مالحة، المي اللي فيه عذبة. Okay, so it has fresh water. Now, again, water can be fresh and it can be salty. And a river is a large body of water. It's different than the stream because it's larger than a stream, okay? So a river is a large body of water. The water in it flows. And as you can see, it moves from one place to another. Like the water from here moves till it goes to another place. And also rivers have fresh water. But remember, or just pay attention to this, that some rivers can have a bit of salty water because some rivers can like move its water to the sea, and some seas are connected to rivers, so they may have salty water. Okay, the third thing is a lake. A lake is a body of water with land all around it, and the water in it doesn't flow. Okay, the water in it doesn't flow because it's a closed area, like from all over around it, as you can see. So the water in it doesn't flow. It doesn't move from one place to another. And we have to know that the lake has fresh water. It doesn't have salty water. It only has fresh water, okay? And so what is the difference between a lake and a river? A river has water that flows. A lake doesn't have water that flows, okay? Because it's a closed area. So a lake is a closed area. A river is an open area. Okay, so as you can see here, a river is an open area. It's not closed. And here, it's a closed area with land all around it. So which picture shows a river? Is it this one that is, or that has land all around it? Or this one is a river? What do you think that has water that flows? This one, number 2, right? Okay, which picture shows a stream? A stream is like a small body of water. This is a large body of water. So a stream is the one that is shown, or as you can see in picture number 1. Okay, which picture shows a lake? And let me remind you. Okay, here it's supposed to be closed. Here it's gonna end here. Okay, so it's a closed area. So what do you think? Which one is a lake, which has land all around it? This one, or this picture shows what? Shows a stream. This one shows a river, and this one shows a lake. So which one, or which picture shows a lake? The third picture, right? Okay, now let's move to the 4th body of water. We have sea. Okay. So what is a sea? It's a large body of salty water. It doesn't have fresh water. It has like really salty water. مية البحر كتير مالحة. Okay, guys? So a large body of salty water. And an ocean is a large body of salty water as well. But which one is larger, the sea or the ocean? The ocean, of course. The ocean is the largest body of water. So what is the largest body of water? شو أكبر مسطح مائي? It's the ocean, or the ocean, okay? It's the ocean, المحيط, okay? And here, as I said like a second or a couple of seconds ago, the ocean is the largest body of water. Okay. Now, again, let me remind you how to save Earth's water. We have to use less water for baths and showers, and also when we like wash the dishes. So we have to use less water, generally speaking. Don't put trash in water. So you have to make sure to keep the water clean from things or from dirt. And we have to turn off running water while we brush our teeth or wash our hands, right? So these are ways to protect water or to keep water, and how to keep ourselves safe in water. We have to know how to swim, so don't go in there, don't go inside water or in water if you don't know how to swim. Never swim alone, especially if you're a kid. You don't have to swim alone. And watch the weather, because like when you want to swim, or the weather has to be sunny, right, in order to know how to swim, or to keep yourself away from danger. And if you don't know how to swim and you want to be inside or get inside water, we have to wear a life jacket. Or if you get into deep water or in deep water, we have to make sure that we wear a life jacket to protect ourselves or to keep ourselves alive. So these are the things that we need to know about Unit 6. If you have any more or any questions about it, you can ask me. And thank you for listening to this video about Unit 6. I'm going to have another video for Unit 7 and another video for Unit 8, okay? So make sure you study very well for the final exam, and best of luck for you. And I hope you get, or all of you get, full marks. Have a nice day.